Welcome back, everybody. This is episode number 21 of Track Talkers.
It's 20.
No, it's not. Oh, it is. It's 20. You're right.
Yes.
Gosh, damn, I need to get on the program. We're going to talk about everything Unadilla. We have a very, very special guest on the line. But first, we want to thank some of our sponsors, Dirt Trick Sprockets. Can I say it enough? 300 to 500 hours these things last. You should have a minimum of 3 bikes before you go through a single sprocket. If you're running your bike past 100 hours, call me up or send that thing back to the manufacturer because they need to do some tests on it. Another person helping us out, No Lean Suspension. Always the best sticks. Come on, dude. No Lean up in Asperia, hooking it up.
Clark Jones knows what he's doing.
Yes, he does. Give him a call right here at the bottom. Did my suspension throughout Supercross. Knows what's going on. Dialed. And he makes custom vintage shocks if you have any vintage bikes around. But that's enough intro talk. We have another very special guest. One of my favorite guys in the industry, Ty. Pretty much how this goes, like the way I want to say it, is if you buy a bike before listening to this guy, you probably fucked up. Right?
I wouldn't say you fucked up, but you're definitely not having the knowledge you could have had on the machine you're buying.
Absolutely. One of the best testers in the entire world. Probably has to do with the reason why Hunter Lawrence won this weekend in Unadilla.
Could be. We're going to ask him.
Got a little smoked at Loretta Lynn's, but that's okay. Welcome to the show, Kris Keefer.
I needed that intro before I lined up at Loretta's. I run through a fucking brick wall. Damn,
dude,
that was an intro.
Let's
Holy
fucking
shit,
do.
You did. Hey, if you didn't listen to me, you might have fucked up. I like that.
Bro, let's just get right into it. Let's talk about Loretta Lynn's.
Hold on. No, can we take a step back here?
Yes, let's take a step back.
Can we
I
talk
love
about
it.
this sprocket that you're talking about?
Yes, Dirt Trick Sprockets,
Are you saying
bro.
300 hours for a fucking sprocket?
Bro,
Yes.
300.
What is this thing made out of? Something on the moon?
Dude,
It's made out of steel, dude.
I don't know, bro. But
I haven't even tried this thing. You got to send me one of these things.
dude, absolutely. I will send you a Dirt Trick Sprocket, bro. Are you kidding me?
I want to put 300 hours on a sprocket so bad. I didn't know I wanted it until now.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And all these people that are listening, they're doing the same thing. They're like, why don't we get a sprocket? You should get a sprocket. Track Talkers 25, all lowercase, get hooked up 25% off. But yeah, dude.
You know what? I'm going to use the Track Talkers discount code. I'm going to buy this thing, okay?
Dude,
I want to do it legit way. I want to buy it on my own money, and I want to run this son of a bitch for a long time.
Dude, what, 300 hours? So like what you're saying, a week's worth of riding for you or what?
Dude, I'm going to run this sprocket, and then I'm going to come back on this damn show, and we're going to give a review, dude.
Dude.
Hey, done.
You know what the problem is, though? Is if you come back after running this sprocket, Renthal and everybody else is going out of business because they're never going to sell another sprocket because Dirt Tricks last that long and is that good.
Well, the bad news is Renthal is a show sponsor of mine, so if it is good, I am screwed.
Oh, yeah, it's not good. It is not
screwed.
Good. Okay, so let's get into it. I know you probably did, 50 reviews and had everybody calling you up about Loretta Lynn's, but I mean, there's no way to like sugarcoat this. You tanked a little bit at Loretta's, bro. So what happened?
Guys,
just give us a quick review.
I think I'm what is it? I'm 1 out of 5 at Loretta's. I think I've had one good year and every other year has been dog crap. And so I think I only did good when Ty showed up. I need Ty back at the ranch.
Bro, I was about to say my line selection and then my pre-moto talks with the fam and just hanging out got you ripping at the ranch.
Right. The problem with this, boys, and I don't want to sound like a whiny bitch, but
okay, but you do know you sound like a whiny BITC.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
When you
cool.
always preface something with that, it means you actually are that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
totally.
I was pretty much like kind of fried before I got there, which I already knew. I'm like, hey, I'm always like this. I'm always at a red level when it comes to being tired because I ride a lot. So
Yes.
I had a huge durability test that I had to get done before I left. So I was like, okay, we did that. I'm on my way. And then I've been there 5 years. I've never felt heat like that ever in my life. I live in the desert, boys. And I haven't
The
been
high
that
desert,
hot.
bro. We don't just live in the desert, bro. This is
Dude.
Victorville, dog. Like
Yeah,
right
Victorville.
a nipple tit off of Victorville, like Hesperia. We're right a nipple tit off of Victorville, bro. We're in the heat.
Hey, and here's what happened. Let me give you a brief rundown. I don't want to take this whole show up, but like first moto, I was like, okay, I'm a third place guy here. I'm not going to beat Shorty and Brownie. I know that. I was
What?
third. I was like, okay,
Bro,
There's
dude,
your
I
initial
cannot-
problem,
bro,
right
Brownie and Shorty
Stop.
rip. They would
Thank
wax
you, Ty. Thank
there.
you,
Dude,
Ty.
I'm sorry, Kiefer. Like, okay, just go on because I have some shit to say about that.
Hattie just hasn't
Okay,
been at
just
the
take
races.
notes. Take notes
Yep,
from the
I'm
story.
taking
You-
fucking notes.
Okay, take notes. So I was like, okay, I'm a third place guy. I want to see how close I can get to these guys. First moto, hot as balls out. I'm in third. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty good. I'll stay here. Dude, I hit a wall of devil heat, and I was so hot, and I had this freaking lumberjack diesel coming after me, right? And he got me, so I got fourth. And I'm like, I'm smoked. I'm tired. I'm going back.
Yeah.
Fully blown out. 25 junior moto. Go in, get taken out the second lap. I don't even remember riding the race, boys. I was so.
So you had
I
heat
remember
stroke.
picking up. I would pick up my bike, and I don't remember. I come back to the van. Heather is freaking out because I'm kind of like, I can't see. I was like, dude, I can't see.
Yeah, bro, you had heat
she's
stroke,
like,
100%.
Yeah, and she's like, did you see yourself crashing? I'm like, nope, didn't know I crashed, didn't know anything. So then I'm like, okay, went back, got IVs. I got 3 bags of IVs when I got back to the house.
Yeah.
Okay, new day, Wednesday, right? Nope.
Yeah, and just to
three
let
laps
you
in.
know, just to let everybody, all the listeners know, 3 bag of IVs, like you would think,
It was a
okay, like, but you would think that would be like, okay, my guy's 100% ready to go. Fuck no.
No.
You're still
No.
tired. Just because you're hydrated enough, now my dude Kiefer's not going to die. Okay, so he's not going to die from dehydration at least, but he's still tired.
I'm
IVs
tired.
don't just cure all. Okay, moving
They
on.
don't. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. So Wednesday, not any better. 3 laps in, started seeing black spots, and then it kind of closes in on me. And then I'm just the rest of the week. That's how it was. I had to manage just being really fatigued and then seeing black spots. And I called my doc and I go, hey man, something's wrong with me. I think I'm dying. He's like, no man, you got heat stroke. Like you should have went to the hospital. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. So we're not going to do that. So I finished the week out, didn't ride another 25 junior moto and just stuck with 40. But every year, guys, it sucks for me because I have to do this for my job. Riding, testing is my job. And then I want to go do these races for fun and do well, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
but
we're all competitors.
here's your problem though, dude. This is what
Yeah,
your
I'm
problem is 100%, dude. And I've known this from the very beginning. It's the same thing with your whole fucking wad up at Hangtown and the whole thing.
No, that was Paula.
No, he did it Hangtown too.
Yeah, I shit the bed at Hangtown too.
You didn't shit the bed at Paula, but you didn't do as good as you should be doing. But any way you chalk it up, bro, you put so much pressure on yourself and you act like you're not putting pressure on yourself. But Keefer, big dog, fuck everybody. The problem is you got too many internet eyes on you and you're too worried. It's like, just fucking go ride your goddamn dirt bike. It's just another fucking track with more dirt on it. I guarantee you, for all you listeners out there, I've gone out to fucking Paula during the week and I'm training for the national. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy matching me right now on the other side of the fucking track at Glen Helen? And he takes his helmet off. He's like 80 years old, looks like a Des rat, and it's fucking Keefer. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Talk about a confidence blow. And then I'll go to the fucking national and qualify fucking 28th or whatever, and Keefer's back there in 65th. What the fuck?
Addy, when have you ever qualified 28th?
Pull up the results. Pull up the results. I'm pulling them up right now. Either way. Either fucking way.
Listen, you're not wrong. Like, what you say is correct. I feel like that was more of the national side of me, but for like local racing, Loretta's, I don't feel that pressure. And honestly, I'm old enough now. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, if I do good, I do good. If I don't care. Like, for me, I even say this in some of my posts. Like, I'm not even afraid to fail. It doesn't even like, I don't care what people think of me. Like, I honestly don't.
Yeah, but this is my thing. This is my thing. I'm a shitty host, so I cut you off again. But I think you're worried about beating Brownie because you know you can beat Brownie, and then you fuck it up. And the problem is that you just got to fucking say, you got to let, I know this sounds fucked up, but you got to let Brownie do what he's going to do. Because we know Brownie's going to come and race because the motherfucker's a racer. But that if I took Brownie off the track and you didn't know he was there and you put your fucking laps in during the week like a test rider, your ass would fucking match him or beat him for sure. Hands down, no question.
Brownie's really good at rutted tracks.
Dude, so is Kris.
I feel like Ty's the voice of reason in this whole show here.
That's why he's here.
Well, and too, Keefer, isn't this the second year in a row that you haven't finished your 25-plus races?
Well, yes, Ty, but I never really was going to race junior anyway last year because Aiden was the race before me.
Oh, that's what it was. I remember. I was that's like,
so
I was
this
just
year
I was just going to be like, bro, we need to drop 25 junior and just worry about, 45. Or
correct. So this year, Aiden was out. So I'm like, well, I'm free to fly, right? But my body was like, nah, dude, no way.
Yeah, no go.
So, but Addy, so anyway, you're not wrong. There's a lot of what you say is correct. But this year, no pressure. I don't really care. I'm managing the age that I am. And I'm also managing how much I have to ride. So it's a balance for me, right? So as you guys, I'm sure you guys are wired the same way. We're all of us dirt bikers. You guys are listening to this episode. We're all wired a certain way. We love to ride. And then when we're not riding, we're thinking about riding or going to do something to better ourselves to go ride. Yeah. Like, that's my life. I type, I talk, I test. We do all these things. And then when I have a day off, I'm annoying to my wife because I'm bored. So for me, resting is really hard to do.
Absolutely. 100%. But at the same time, I guess this is my whole thing. I just want everybody to know how fast Kris Keefer is. Because you do all this testing stuff and everybody takes so much advice from you, as they should, because you are by far the best guy that rides a dirt bike at a high level that can communicate to the public. Period. I have no question in my mind that is Kris Keefer. Your translation from a high-level dirt bike, from working on all the geometry of the bike and figuring out how it works to get that information to the public, the best guy in the industry is Kris Keefer. And I've seen you during the week ride and haul fucking ass. And at the race, it's not translating. And I think these people are like, oh, Keefer, what the fuck? Why didn't you fucking win? You should have won, but something just, maybe you're just old enough to where, subliminally and subconsciously, that's not really where you want to be. You don't have the fucking 18-year-old fucking pizzazz anymore.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, here's another thing I brought up too, is like, I think people expect me to win because I'm on the show and I ride all the time. Like, Keefer rides all the time. He must be in shape. Well, honestly, you would think so, but honestly, it hurts me more because I don't get enough rest. So I'm constantly draining my body and not getting enough rest. So when I do, sometimes the rare occasion when I take a couple weeks and I don't ride, man, I always feel better, but I don't have that luxury all the time. And you and Addy, you're racers. You guys are racers. I never was a racer. Like, you guys raced all the time. I remember seeing Ty all the time, racing all the time. Addy, you were racing all the time. I was testing all the time and not racing.
Yeah.
I would race certain races, but like my parents, my mom was disabled. My dad was working 3 jobs. So we didn't go racing all the time. So now that I'm older and able to go race on my own dime, I wanted to do that. So my racing career, get this. I don't know if you knew this. Do you know what age I raced my first Supercross?
Nope.
29.
Oh, shit. Let's
go.
That's pretty sick.
I was 29 years old in 2004 when I pulled whole shot.
Yeah.
That's sick.
In Anaheim.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I was never a racer. So I think people assume that I was like a professional racer. I raced professional events, but I wasn't a professional racer.
I mean, people just know you as that because, we've seen the results and we've seen videos of you racing professionally. And honestly, that's what I thought too. I thought you started out having like a full-time racing career. I did not know that.
Yeah.
No, never really I never raced a full series ever. I've raced one full series in my whole life. And it was like a 3-race CRC series back in the day.
Oh shit. See, that's like,
right.
Because me and Addie lived so far away. We lived all the way up in Lompoc, and the only places to go racing on the weekends was, the AMA Summer Series. And I remember we did that for like 3 summers where it was a race literally every single weekend, bouncing from like Comp Edge to LACR.
Yeah,
to
I think
Glen Helen,
what you were trying to say is we didn't have any place to practice.
Yeah.
So we just went race. We just raced.
Yeah.
That's all we did. We just raced every weekend.
Yeah.
But look at you guys, even in the professional ranks, you guys followed the series. You guys followed the AMA Supercross series. Like you did it as privateers. You guys did it, right?
Yeah.
And I never did that because I was busy working. I was testing. I was trying to make money, and then I just couldn't leave, because
I mean, that's the dream, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just did it a different way.
Correct. There's many types of dreams, right? To get what you want in the dirt bike industry, I feel like.
And I think that's kind of what. Go ahead.
My whole thing here, guys, like when we were all young, reading the magazines and we're staring up at our walls, and when we're teenagers and we're looking at all these posters and things that we had in our room.
Yep.
It was actually a waterbed for me, by the way. I had a
waterbed. Shit.
Yeah, dog.
Don't date yourself like that, bro. I don't even think Gen Z knows what a waterbed is, bro.
Dude, I think they still make them, by the way. I would have one if they did.
Wow.
I just wanted to ride my dirt bike for a living. And not once did I want to be a professional racer. I want to be a racer. I'm like, dude, I just want to be this guy in the magazine. That's what I want to be,
Yeah.
So I think I shaped my goals around that more than trying to go race dirt bikes. So, and the long story short here is I think people expect me to do more than I should do, but regardless, it doesn't matter because I expect a lot from myself, like what you said, Addie. And I feel like I do ride at a high level for my age, and I should be better than what I am. And I need to figure some shit out on my body so I can be ready for some of these races because I haven't done that yet.
And too, I think the outside public and all your fans, I don't know if they fully grasp how much you actually have to ride, during a durability test. Like, how many days? Let's just start here, Keefer. How many days have you rode in a row? Like, what's their longest streak ever?
Yeah, so my max, we just had this conversation. I was in Spain not too long ago. They're like, how long have you ridden? They're like, hey, we have a 7-day test. Is that okay? I'm like, oh, that's cake. No problem. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, that's no big deal.
Yeah.
So 28 days is when I rode in a row.
Yeah.
28.
And I've ridden, when I was fucking training in the high desert, I rode 21 days in a row. And that was like, dude, people got to understand, like, this is not just like on your spin bike, you're cruising at like 120 beats a minute heart rate. Like, you're still riding a dirt bike, and we're not riding it for 30 minutes in 21 days. You are putting in full days, full effort, and you're fucking exhausted, and your ass is chafed.
Yeah, it's hard to get, like, it was hard for me to get my heart rate anytime I rode, even if it was slow, under 150. Like, that was really difficult for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I burn high as well. I think my heart rate burns high. Like I'm always even when I'm cruising and I feel like I'm fine on the bike, my heart rate's 170, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and like for anybody that goes to the gym, try to hold a 170 heart rate on an elliptical, dude. You're gonna feel like you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, just trying to get there.
Yeah, trying to get there. And
get to 170.
And it doesn't that's what people don't understand is like we have the adrenaline push for motorcycles, so it makes it a little bit easier to get there, but your body's still doing that workload.
And I think too, like when I'm on a bicycle and I'm on 170 going up a hill on a mountain bike, I feel like, oh my God, I'm tired. But on a dirt bike, you're concentrating so much that you maybe don't think about it so much,
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Absolutely. Up. But your body's still.
But here's the thing about testing as well. Not every day is just like motos. There's some days where like, man, I feel like I didn't ride that much today because you do 2 laps, you come in, you download information, then they change a part. That part could take 30 to 60 minutes. You go out, hey, the change wasn't great. Okay, we got to go this way. That might take 40 minutes. So, total ride time, maybe on some days, is maybe 1 engine hour, right?
Yeah.
But you accumulate that over several days, being outside, talking, download information, being on and off the bike. It just wears down on you for a little while, And then what happens is, because we're all stupid tweaker dirt bike guys, you have a test week, right? You're like, dude, I didn't do anything. I didn't probably even ride all this week.
Right.
So guess what? What are you going to go do on the weekends? I'm going to go race and go ride a dirt bike like an idiot.
Yeah,
right?
straight big dick energy, and then all of a sudden you're floppy for the whole rest of the week.
Yeah. So that's what I've learned about myself is like, it's hard for me to chill out. Like I work a lot. I like to work. I love my job. So, but when it comes to these bigger races like Loretta's, or when I wanted to do an outdoor national, I don't think I prepared myself the correct way as a racer should, because I have a testing job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, speaking of like testing and everything like that, so I have a couple questions on Chase Sexton's bike.
Dude,
okay.
Hold up.
Fuck.
Is the KTM rigid, or is it a softer frame?
It's tough, right? Because here's what I really like, and I'm going to take a step back before we get in the chase.
God damn it. Keefer,
hold on.
Stop getting so analytical. Answer the question first. Is the KTM frame stiff or soft? Yes or no? Stiff? Okay, now go on.
Okay, the KTM is stiff. The new frame, the new 25 frame is softer than the 24, but it's going in the right direction, but still feels stiff on the track. Mm-hmm. Where we got confused, and I like what Honda did when they brought Trey Kennard in and they brought Lars and all these guys to talk about the Honda frame, is like, hey, us idiots are saying, hey, the chassis is stiff on the Honda. It feels rigid. It's harsh. And so we're thinking, yeah, it must be stiff, right? Well, in all reality, it was so soft that it made us riders feel like it was rigid because it was flexing and then unloading, which gave us that harsh feel. But the KTM itself, even when Cooper was trying to get this bike to get softer, they wouldn't do it. Now, Chase wanted some certain things on his bike, like we talked about KYBs and all these things, just to make this whole bike softer.
Yeah.
And that's what it is becoming now more of. And I just think Chase is now starting to find his groove on this bike and getting used to it, and it's getting more comfortable. So they're finding the right places on this frame to make it softer.
Yeah, I just wanted to set the record straight because
JT, Ricky, Bubba, fucking all these motherfuckers on the broadcast are like, oh yeah, the KTM's so malleable because of the steel frame. Nah, bro, that shit's stiff as a motherfucker.
Yeah, this ain't 2018, bro.
Yeah, no, straight up.
And too, like Chase, like he says in multiple interviews, like his bike works really good in soft conditions. And then you see the broadcast on like Washougal or like Paula, and they're like, oh, the bike should work really good here because it's, hard and it's really chuck holding. You can see the thing like deflecting, and like his front wheel and his rear, like you could see it almost collapse and then rebound towards it. Even at like Hangtown, like where he went from 40th to first, like his bike didn't look that good. He was just making it work, I felt like.
Yep.
And now you can see like a completely different Chase this last weekend in Unadilla, where like The bike was working super good. He was dialed in. He knew exactly what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And obviously the whole shot helps. And then he worked on a little bit of sprint speed in the break, and it was just all coming together, I feel like.
Yeah. So here we go. Go ahead. Go ahead, Keefer.
No, I just think Addy's right, but also the Jet effect, right? Jet's not there. So
yes.
he knows he can win. He knows he can get it if he gets a start. Even if Hunter, look at, let's face it, Hunter won the first moto, but Chase hunted him down. He knows he's faster than Hunter. He's just, so I think some of that has to be talked about as well,
Oh, without a doubt. Because the only time I've ever seen Chase Sexton seem like he's going to beat Jet was second moto Unadilla. That was the only time that I was like, okay, maybe Jet would have got second or there would have been a battle. All the other times, Chase, dude, you can't do that with Jet. Hell no.
No.
Jet's going to get the fucking whole shot. Period. And then he's going to go fucking run away, and then he's going to manage you and treat you like his little bitch. And he's going to know, he's going to go a little faster. Oh, I'm going to step it up, and then I'm going to break you right at the right moment, and I'm going to manage that, and then go, oh, did I just win again? Yes, I did. And then everybody loses confidence because he does that 5 times in a row, and he seems unbeatable. But moving on, the thing that I wanted to talk about with Kris Keefer, okay? I'm going to shoot you some shit right now, and then I just want you to go one by one and answer the questions, okay?
Okay. Got it.
Aaron Plessinger's front end looks like shit. Chase Sexton's bike looks mid, not really that great. I think Sexton's riding better. I think the 2025 isn't as good as everybody says it is. I think that the bike worked really good at Unadilla because Chance Hymas wasn't on a 25. He was on the 24 250, and it looked like to me that Hymas's setup was very similar in stability to what Hunter was running, and Hunter Lawrence looked fucking phenomenal on the 2025.
Yeah. So what do you want me to
Aaron Plessinger's front end.
Well, we all know Aaron likes low rear, high front, and his stuff has gotten better over the years just because I've talked to some guys within the KTM. But like for me, I still think his front end's way too stiff. Like if you watch Chase's bike, it moves more in the stroke. Yeah. But when you have these guys, these fragile flowers of racers, and you guys are like that too.
Yep.
And I was similar. It's like you like what you like, and you don't want to listen to what other people have to tell you. And then when you do, let's say, oh, here, you have to try this, Aaron. And they present it with him, to him, and he goes, rides with this setting. It's going to be very hard for him to ride it long enough to get comfortable to say, okay, I'm going to give it a chance. Most likely he's going to get on this stuff. He's like, nah, I don't like it. It's not what I want, And then he goes back to whatever he has. So I don't think his setting was the best for what Unadilla had to offer.
Boom. So Aaron Plessinger's front end looked like shit. Yes. Chase Sexton's bike still mid, not even really that great. To me, it looks like it's to me, Chase Sexton's bike still looks like it's riding low in certain spots. It wallows. I know he uses his legs a lot, but that to me was the best rider Chase Sexton we've seen, and the bike still needs improvement. Keefer.
Do you remember when we used to watch Chase before Jet? We're like, dude, it's unbelievable. Like, it's so pretty. Like, oh my God, it's unbelievable. And then Jet got here. We're like, dude, Chase doesn't even look any good anymore. You're like, Jet's the man, right?
Yep.
That's kind of what, like, now that Jet's gone, I watch Chase really ride his bike, Unadilla, and I'm like, dude, it is pretty to watch ride. Like, he is really nice to watch ride a dirt bike. But he rides heavy on the motorcycle, kind of what you said. So I think that low feel or that low look that you're seeing, I think it's just how he rides his bike.
Yes.
And I did ride his Honda at Washougal when me and Steve rode the factory Hondas.
Which it was very similar to me, that low look that Chase likes.
Exactly. So Chase's bike on the Honda side was harsh and low. Jet's bike was higher and freer. And again, we're talking about what riders like. This is what Chase likes. He got some comfort with the KYBs, but you're still looking at a low feeling or low looking motorcycle. And that's just what he likes or what he feels like he needs to get traction.
Okay. So
what is
go
this
ahead.
mid thing? Is mid like a young term or something?
Yes,
What
mid is a
here?
young term. Like it's mediocre. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it.
So we got you up to date. But so riddle me this question then. So in my expertise of watching bikes, which isn't anything close to what Chase Sexton is, to me, it looks like if Chase Sexton were to run a bike that wouldn't be so low, run a similar setup, but slightly taller in the Jet direction, but definitely not what Jet's running. I feel like he would stay away from some of those front end tucks and the little mistakes we see because he pushes down so hard on the bike that he gets these weird little what do you want to call them? I want to call them feedback, but it's not, like a weird deflection back that makes him make these mistakes. And maybe if the bike was just slightly taller where he didn't have that initial front end and rear end feel, but he had more of it in the middle part of the stroke, then he wouldn't have those big bind up and deflection moments where he makes a mistake.
And you may be right? But then let's paint this picture. Okay, say Chase goes into the Adam Intignap school of testing, and now I'm riding Adam Intignap setting because this is what you saw, Addy.
Yeah.
So now I'm riding it. Oh, I don't get those little deflections. But hey, Addy, I have a lot of pitching on-off throttle because now he's higher.
Yep.
So now he's going to deal with some pitching. Okay, well, let's just stiffen it up for you then, Chase. Okay, no problem. Well, now I'm back to being harsh. Now I'm back to getting deflection. So it's hard to say, yes, you're right. We're going to raise everything up. It's going to be better. And in theory, you are correct because there's more. This came up the other day in a test. There's more riders that are going to a lower setting motorcycle and their bikes look like shit. That's just the way it looks. I know of a couple factory test guys that are doing tests for riders right now. They're like, man, I wish my rider or the rider on the team would raise his bike up because I think it would be better. But they're not going that direction because then the riders freak out about pitching. So when you have a lower motorcycle, it remains flatter. So these riders will say, hey, I want to deal with a little bit of harshness and that deflection because...
Just for the fans, can you clarify pitching?
Pitching is, let's say, okay, I'm under throttle. Coming out of a corner, you're coming out of a corner and you're under load, giving it gas. That squat on the acceleration, and then, a corner's coming up. I'm letting off the throttle, and then that weight is transferring all the way forward. So now your bike is rocking, back and forth.
So kind of like
pro bikes, if you want,
kind of like what Plessinger's bike looks like a lot.
Yeah. So if you watch most of the pro bikes, they're stiff enough to where they can drive into these huge bumps where the ruts are, and the bike is pretty flat. Versus if you watch those guys ride a stock bike or one of our settings that we ride our local tracks with, our bikes would dive so far forward because our forks are so soft. So it's always a balance of, I need ride attitude that is good enough to slam into bumps versus comfort. And that's the hard thing to do about setting up a bike. Yeah. Even in production world, it's tough.
And so just for all the viewers and all the listeners out there, I actually seen something that I want you guys to check out. And Keefer, maybe even you too. I don't know if you already do this, but when I was watching the races this weekend, instead of looking at the forks and shock and what they're doing, I was really trying to focus on the seat and where and how the seat was moving and the gas tank and how level it was with the body. And you'll really see a big difference on, like, dude, when you watched Hymas's bike, it was so level and on point throughout those ruts and the bumps. And some of the other bikes were very, very pitchy. What were you going to say, Ty?
I was going to say that Keefer has always told me this, and I've heard him say this a lot, is like motorcycles is a feeling, right? And there's not, when you are dealing with feelings, and these riders have a lot of feelings and a lot of opinions, it's not just about a setup that can go fast, right? Because each rider has a feeling that they're looking for. Like, you know, we could probably guess that Jet likes a light bike because he likes to jump off of kickers and kind of flow through the track.
Yeah.
Chase
Sexton,
light,
prancy bike.
Yes. Chase Sexton likes to be stuck to the ground and likes to go through bumps.
Yeah, likes it to feel heavy and glued feeling.
Exactly. And those are, I would categorize those as like a couple drastic different setups. And you're chasing a feeling of what you're kind of looking for as far as not the best bike to go fast through bumps and through ruts. Yeah. So that's where like the complication is, and that kind of balance that you got to find and figure out.
That's what's so good about Team Honda. Like, I feel like they got such a good group of people over there. Yes, their riders are good, right? Hunter and Jet, amazing riders. But they have Trey Kennard, very smart guy. They got Lars, very smart guy. You know, they got
I really think it's a big deal with Lars. I mean,
Adam,
what?
You just totally cut off Kris.
Dude, I'm a shitty host. I've said it a million times.
You're like Mathis. It's no different than Mathis.
Oh my God.
Okay, you were saying Lars, which I agree with.
So here's my thing about Addy's point. When he says riding's a feeling, like,
no, that's Tyler.
You guys, Tyler, sorry. When Tyler says, hey, like, riding is a feeling, like, us can watch these guys' bikes, say, hey, they should do this. But if that rider doesn't have the feeling that he wants, he's not going to do it. There's 2 points, right? I like a dead bike, or I like an active bike. Yeah. Jet, active rider, you know, and Chase, he likes a dead feeling, because that's exactly what I felt when I rode both of their Hondas. I got on Jet's Honda and I'm like, dude, any vet guy would love this bike. It's not too stiff. I got on Chase's bike and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is stiff as hell. You know? So it's just different riding styles. And that's what Chase likes. Like, he likes a dead feeling motorcycle, and he likes to ride a little heavier on the bike. So yeah, it's just tough. And then it's up to the whole team to try to like figure it all out for them. Like, hey, we should try this, and then be open-minded to try it. And I think that's what they got going on over there at Honda.
Yeah. And open-minded, too, to try it more than 2 fucking laps.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big deal.
But the thing about it is like, when, you know, let's just say when a rider wants a dead bike, and then they give then they give them like an active setup and a light bike, let's just say stiffer bike, rides a little bit higher, what they're not looking for, they're going to feel super uncomfortable, and they're not going to want to attack and go fast on that motorcycle. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's good, better, or worse, you know. If they don't feel comfortable and they don't feel like they can push into the corner and they can't feel connected to that front and rear wheel, they're not going to go fast on it.
Yep. Okay. Last question for Keefer. My little thing was, is the 25 450 actually that good, or did you hear shit through the grapevine? And do you agree with me that they found something that where the bike's just working really good at Unadilla because Hymus was on a 24, right?
Correct.
So did they just find something good, or is the 25 that sick?
Hold on, Keefer. You just related apples to oranges, bro. You related a 24 250 to a 25 450. Keefer. Is that apples to oranges?
This is so good. I could just sit here and listen to this shit.
Is that apples to oranges?
It's kind of doesn't make sense, right?
Thank you. What? Thank you, Keefer. We didn't have you more on,
bro. Okay, so
dude,
how different is the frame?
Two different frames.
And 2 different weights and torque and everything.
Dude, how different are the frames on the 250 versus the 450? What's a lot to you, though, Kris? What's a lot?
I mean,
how much percent?
Addy, take a breath.
How much percent?
I would say 40% different.
That's a shit ton.
Yeah, but that's like 40% of 500% of one of the 100%.
40% is a lot.
I mean,
do you want me to answer this fucking question?
Yes,
do you want me to answer this question?
Go, answer the fucking question.
I will say this. I laughed a lot on the broadcast because I don't know where you guys stand on this, but like, I don't think Hunter's results in winning the first moto is because he put the 2025 frame on.
No.
It is
but-
weird that Villapoto did the same shit and fucking whooped ass at Unadilla, though. I will say that.
But here's the difference. Here's what people I think already know, but I'll reiterate this. Their race trim 2024 bike, right, is basically a 2025 schematically the same, because they added on pieces of material to the 24 to make it stiff in the same areas like the 2025. The difference is the production 25 frame is going to weigh less because it doesn't have the added material that they had to weld onto the 24. And in AMA rules, you can add, you can't take away. So they did everything legally, but I just think the bike itself is probably just slightly a little bit lighter. You're dealing with the production, mass-produced frame, right? And then most of the stuff that they already had on their race trim spec 24 goes right on to that 25. So I don't think it's as drastic as a change as the broadcast made it out to be. But I will say this. I like storylines. I like when they talk about things. Like, I don't mind them bringing up this shit because it's interesting for that casual fan. Of course, I know all about it, but the average dude watching this, the average dude doesn't know anything about it. So it's great.
Yeah.
So yes, I will say Hunter's a great fucking rider. Did we forget about that? Like, how many laps did he lead before this? Like, he's led a lot of laps, and he just finished it off this time.
And too, fucking congratulations to Hunter for fucking whipping that whole season around, bro. From going to like Washougal, where I was like, damn, he's down in the dump the rest of the season, and then coming back in Unadilla and winning, like, that was sick.
I'll say this. This is what I'm going to say to the fans. I'll give the 2025 a 2%, 2.5% improvement on Hunter's riding. That's it.
Wow. That's it?
I would say so. I'd say about a 2.5%, because this is what I'm saying happened in the first moto. He went like this. He went, damn, this bike is a little bit better. I finally fucking got a break. I'm fucking rejuvenated. Hymus is ripping. I got this new 2025 that I just made everybody bend the fuck over backwards for. I better do fucking good. Then he's seen the sights of winning, possibly. And then he went, fuck, I got a chance. I'm going to put in all my effort to make this happen, because if I do, Honda's going to look fucking good. And then he did it. And then second moto, he's like, damn, I blew my wad. Does that sound pretty accurate?
Or the second moto was just the gate got held for a long ass time. He lost his tracking and got a shitty ass start and had to fight through the most stacked field all season.
I mean, dude, Cooper Webb didn't put up that much of a fight, homie.
Ken Roxon did.
Ken Roxon did, but he just had a little pizzazz at the beginning.
I'm just saying.
Like,
and
I would agree. Like, I think Hunter kind of petered out second mode. I think he shot his wad a little bit, and he kind of
bitch. Keefer agrees with me. What's up, Leho?
But dude, I would have said, like, look, Honda did a great job. That's great marketing. How many dudes put money down on a Honda over the weekend?
God,
oh,
so
bro,
many.
I literally, before this podcast, dude, are you going to have Keefer on the podcast, bro? You got to ask him about the 25. Ask him before you get on the podcast. I'm like, bro, he's going to tell me fucking the same shit on and off the podcast. What the fuck are you talking about? The bike's better.
I will say this.
It looked better.
You guys are Honda dudes over there. I'm talking to Honda guys right now.
Yes.
You know what? Like, down, I know you're Twisted T Suzuki over there, Addy, but deep down, you're red.
I was red for a long time, and I did enjoy my years.
You're red.
I enjoyed my years with red. I will not lie.
Okay, but if you're a Honda guy, look, in the 2025 Honda is quite a bit better than the 24. I'm not going to sit here and say not. It is. Like, we got some stability now. We got a little bit less harshness. The engine is unbelievable. It has power, but yet it's linear enough to hang on to. Like, I really enjoy riding that Honda, and I could not say that for the past 2 to 3 years. So
Nice.
Yeah, bro. The last year's Honda was a twitch master. Like,
Dude.
I don't know if that's because I rode my Suzuki so much, but that thing was just like McTwitch. Like straight from McDonald's, got a McTwitch sandwich.
Outta
The
here.
McTwitch is back. Dude.
Dude, the McTwitch is back, bro.
God.
No, they didn't actually. It's like the McRib. They just didn't bring it back for 25, bro. They're gonna have to wait a couple years.
They brought more of a softer, not well cooked.
Yeah. Less medium rare instead of fully well done, overcooked.
God.
Oh my god,
Dude, I will say this though. When I seen the bike, Hunter was riding phenomenal, and the bike looked stable as fuck.
And it looked like he got traction everywhere.
Yeah, but then I went and I saw Hymus's bike, and he looked like holy shit good. And I was like,
Yeah, he was like, fuck, my foot's finally healed. I'm not hurting every single time I land.
dude, what happened in that crash, Keefer? I still can't figure it out.
Bro, did you not see his rear wheel on the right-hand side of that?
I know, but like, what did Hymus do wrong? Was that really just like unlucky?
A little bit of mistiming.
Yeah, like some of these people always want explanations for a bike kicking. I mean, there's a fucking bump there. What do you? I mean,
And not just a little
here's my problem with a lot of things. People think,
Fucking tell me.
8-kit suspension.
Tell me what the fucking problem is.
I'm getting revalved, and then I'm not going to feel any bumps on the track. You're high. Like a bump is a bump. It's you're still going to get kicked. It's just the level of how it gets kicked. Right?
You know what's so funny about that, Keefer, is like people need to really understand that. Like you could pay $20,000 for a piece of suspension, and it could still feel like shit.
Or it could be worse because it's thicker, so you'll feel more rigid, and you're so fucking slow that it's gonna feel worse.
I think he hit that bump, and I spoke with him a little bit. He misjudged the bump a little bit, and there was ruts leading into him. Mm-hmm. And you guys ridden nationals. Sometimes those bumps are in shadows because the ruts are so big, and you don't see them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just think he got little off. A little bit of his rear wheel didn't hit it square.
Yeah, and two, I've never really gone that fast to see the bumps coming at me that fast, so I don't really know.
Well, that's what I was about to say. When you're going as fast as he was, like he was going faster than anybody on the track.
He qualified at a 2:13, and everybody else was like a 2:16, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
So when you're going that fast, shit comes up at you really quick.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
Hey,
go ahead.
Did you score any points outdoors, any of you guys, before?
Yep.
Nope.
I did.
So, Addy, you did?
Yep.
How many?
1.
You got 1 outdoor point?
Yep.
That's 20th, correct?
Yep.
That's pretty good, man. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed it. I missed it again, which I missed it by 1 spot outdoor at Washougal. I got 21st in the second moto, which is actually a way better ride.
So you went 20-21 at Washougal?
No, I went 20 in Utah, and then in the second moto, and then I went 21 in the second moto at Washougal. I went like 23, 21.
I watched Utah not like 2 weeks ago on the RacerX Vault. Oh my God, what a shithole.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, you know what's funny is that's still like, I think I qualified the best I ever have at that.
What did you qualify?
I qualified like 12th.
12th.
At that fucking place.
Yeah, Ty was always good at shit tracks though.
Dude, I was running 14th in that race. And then I went down.
Yeah.
I would have fucking got some points on that race, but I just went down.
Dude, I remember seeing Ty like practice at Sunrise. Fuck. Good. Dude, he was fast.
Bro, not a lot of people, I'm not blowing any smoke out anybody asses because it's just way too long for that. But I used to run lap times faster than Marvin Muskin out there at Comp Edge at like 5 o'clock. Remember when tracks actually ran from like 9 to dark? Like, I would be out there at fucking 5:30 still just ripping sprint laps.
No, I remember. I was out there. It'd be only like me, you, and Dylan Epstein.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck.
Just like blowing out fucking
Dude,
powder.
Ty,
burns
didn't
and
you
shit.
straight up beat Cooper Webb at a national too? What race was that?
That was I battled with Cooper at Oak Hill, and he went 1, and then I went 2, and then I beat him 1 moto at Glen Helen when Masterpool's dad put on like this one-off race,
Nice.
whatever.
At Glen Helen?
At Glen Helen, Masterpool put on like this. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Was this B class tie or just A class tie?
This was right after. This was A class tie right after I went B.
B class tie was good, dude.
Dude, yeah. Right when B class tie was fucking sick because
BTO Sports 723 was good.
dude, I could
Damn.
fucking run with anybody.
Okay, Keefer, we're gonna wrap this thing up. But did you watch any Olympics?
Yeah, I did watch some. Yeah,
What'd you watch?
breakdancing.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my god, no, you didn't.
Dude, I had to. You had to.
bro, that was
Hey.
like, what the
Hey,
fuck?
I just want to
Hey,
break news
did you
here.
see-
What?
2028 Olympics, there's no more breakdancing.
I heard that they said today that they're X-naying breakdancing from the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Just because the Australia chick was so bad, dude.
Dude, what? Did you see her jumping around like a kangaroo? Did you see that
I
part of the
coulda did it.
breakdance?
I feel like I could have did all that,
Oh,
Oh my god.
dude. It's so bad. It's so good, right? Like,
yes.
That was great
'Cause that's what-
television. Let's put it that way.
yes.
Yes.
But past that, I did watch women gymnastics because Heather and I watched that in bed when we
Yep.
go to sleep. So
Yep.
watched that, and then I watched a lot of track and field.
Oh, dude, some of the
And,
track races are
Okay.
phenomenal.
Motherfucker, you dirty ass motherfucker, Keefer. I love you. Did you see the guy in
Okay.
pole vault?
I saw the wiener. Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro. How fucking amazing was that?
Dude,
The comments
that
on
guy,
that
man.
video,
Like-
dude, were amazing.
it's so good, man. If I was packing heat like that guy, I'd be proud too, man. Good for him.
Dude, and it's
Good
funny
for
because
him.
like you see his knee tap the bar, you know what I mean? But you just see his
Yeah.
fucking schlong like fucking elephant tongue slap the fucking bar, and it's just like, oh fuck.
Do you know how many chicks slid that guy's DM after that, dude? Come on.
God.
now.
Fuck, dude. That's
Dude,
so fucking
Good for
funny.
him, man. I know
Oh.
that's the first thing. Of course, everyone sends me that, right? Because I keep it like this.
Because you're
So,
straight
yeah.
Keefer after dark.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I can appreciate a big schlong and a banana hammock. Hey, good for that guy.
Anything else? Any other highlights from
Kiefer needs to fucking eat dinner, bro. We're starving him over here.
I know. I was thinking about highlights from the Olympics though. Nothing else?
Hold on, what else was good at the Olympics?
Diving.
Yeah, diving's all right. It's okay.
Dude,
Did
I
you
don't
watch
even
the
watch
basketball?
diving.
Did you watch any of the basketball games?
Oh yeah. Oh, we checked out the women's basketball game, the final. That was good.
Yeah, that one was really good.
They fucked Caitlin
Yeah,
Clark,
France
dude.
almost jacked them up, dude. France almost took it.
I feel so bad for France because they've lost both finals in men's and women's.
Bro, did you guys see
Don't-
Did you guys see McDonald's tweeted out that they're gonna change it called curry sauce? They're gonna change it in
No.
France for like the next 4 years to not curry or
Oh
some
my
shit.
gosh. That's jacked up, dude.
Oh fuck.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
What about this?
I love the Olympics, man.
I really like watching.
What about Noah Lyles? You guys seen that guy?
Mm-hmm.
What do you
No.
guys think of that guy?
Dude, fastest
I don't know
guy
anything
on the
about him.
planet.
Yeah, but I think he talks too much shit.
You think?
Yeah, I think he's overhyped.
He's American.
I know he is. He's like talking shit on everybody. He was talking shit on Anthony Edwards, and that's my boy, so don't even fuck with me. All right, Kiefer. Well, dude, we appreciate you being on Track Talkers. Thank you so
Hold on,
much.
before we wrap it up, I want to talk about one thing before we wrap it up.
Okay.
All right, what?
Since we're talking about shit talkers, how do we feel about Deegs?
Dude,
oh my
I
God, I
love
wanted to
Deegs.
ask you this so bad, dude. No, I want to hear your fucking answer.
Honestly, here's my take. It's not my cup of tea, but I am here for all of it. I love everything. I love it all.
What's your not cup of tea? What
No,
rubs
'cause-
you in the wrong way?
Go. Yeah. Go.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a great
I'm
host.
just not like an in-your-face kind of guy. Like, I'm not here to talk shit. Like, if I was in his position, I'm just not built that way, right? Like, so that's not my cup of tea in that sense. But we need different types of characters and people within our sport. So whether you like them or not, we need that kind of shit. I like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on before Addy. Or are you done, Keefer? Or what do you think?
No, go ahead. You guys are good. Go for it.
No, he was going to say, so keep going, Keefer. We'd like you to speak on our show.
I just think it's great. I think it's something that we need in our sport. We need different types of people. We always complain about robots and this guy doesn't do this and Dungy wasn't excited on the podium. Like, it's kind of nice to not know what he's going to say on the podium. Like, I kind of like that.
Absolutely. And this thought just came to me while you were speaking. I don't know if I'm completely wrong or out of pocket on this one, but it definitely feels like a 2.0 cleaner, younger, better Jason Lawrence. You know?
Yes.
Where
not a bad take.
Where he's like super talented.
Jason Lawrence was.
Undeniable. And way better than Jason Lawrence. No offense to Jason Lawrence. He's my
dude.
boy.
I don't think he was way better than Jason Lawrence. I just think
but what I'm saying is, like, as far as like committed to the training program.
Yes, agreed.
You know, and committed to the workout part.
Yes,
because obviously you can tell that kid has been working his ass off. Not just for 1 year, not just for 2 years, not for 3 years. This kid's been working for the last 4 or 5 years to have this amount of fitness and base. Like, it's crazy. But
he's fun to watch ride, man.
Yeah, and I'm here for it. Like, the people that I was never the one who, like, if I got too cocky, it would bite me in the ass. But if he can get cocky and back it up and it motivates him and he uses it in the right way, like, it is entertaining as hell.
Yep. Addy, you're not in?
Oh, dude. I'm so fucking deep in there, dude. Oh, my God. I'm like the biggest Deegan fan, I think, out of anybody. Like,
oh, okay.
Like,
good.
I am all fucking in on Deegan, dude. Like, thank God we have an American that's going to fucking beat Jet someday. That's all I got to say. Because our sport is in Deegan's hands. He's the most famous kid that we've ever had by far. Like, without a doubt, in my eyes, Deegan is bringing in more people than anybody from different, more diverse places.
Even more than Travis Pastrana?
No. So I would say he's close to a Travis Pastrana level. That's what I would say. Mm-hmm. But the thing that I've absolutely loved about Deegan lately, you know what I loved? I don't even love the Deegan part. I love that Hymus is talking shit. The prettiest little white boy on the planet fucking is talking shit and mocking him on fucking social media and in real life. I fucking love it. Get some, Hymus. Cook, baby. Fucking cook. Fucking cook. And battle it out with Deegan. Hey. Let's fucking go, baby. I love this shit.
Hey, that's facts because it's getting him out of his shell.
Dude, it is, bro. It's pissing him off enough to make Hymus talk shit.
That is true.
Yep. That's true.
And I'll tell you right now, Vial, you're next, motherfucker. You better start talking some shit because Deegan's all up in you, dog.
Hey.
Oh, my God. So good.
Hey, tell me I'm wrong, dude.
No, this is all great. I love this. I'm glad I mentioned it because this is I haven't seen you this hyped up in a while.
Dude, I'm fucking hyped. Fucking Metal Militia, baby. I'm down with Deegs, bruh.
Dang, that's awesome, dude.
Dude, it's fucking so fun to watch. You get off the track, he's talking shit. You see him in the press conference, he's talking shit. You're like, what is this kid gonna say? Whose ruffles feathers is he? I can't wait till he fucking talks shit to Jet. Hey, oh my God, dude.
Hey, but also, what I actually noticed is Deegan gave props to Kitchen for winning and riding really good this weekend.
Dude, and that's what I love about him. He'll take it on the chin. He ain't a little bitch.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is
that's true. That's facts.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
when
Like,
Pops are due,
here's my thing.
Go.
I was like kind of a hater at the beginning because it's like so overhyped, right? You're like, oh, they're gonna talk about Deegan. You're like, I'm fucking over it. Like, I'm over the Deegan thing. And then he starts winning, and then he starts talking shit, and then it's like, oh, this is kind of fun. I like this kind of shit. And now I don't mind them talking about Deegan because I don't know what the fuck he's gonna say, and I'm like, this is great. It's kind of like Drew Adams blocking Kevin Benoit up in Canada. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do all of this. Let's get it.
Dude, you know what I fucking love, though? This is my favorite shit, bro. Is that, like, Dan Truman goes on Instagram to, like, justify what happened.
He got his boy. He's backing his boy.
Yeah,
dude.
but, dude, I'm so sick of it. Fuck all the fans, bro. We did what the fuck we had to do. You weren't in the situation. I don't give a fuck. Kind of like fucking Chase Sexton talking shit back to James Stewart about looking up. Like, dude, who gives a fuck? Chase, don't fucking... He's already washed up. He's in the booth. Fucking let him ride. Like, I loved watching James, but, dude, if he's going to talk shit on you, you don't need to give an explanation. You got the red plate, bro. Fuck it.
You want to know what the best thing about James is? You want to know what the best thing that gets me fired up and laughing so hard?
Tell me.
what?
Is this dude is talking about bike setup on the fucking camera. You're like, are you kidding me right now? The guy's bike was a fucking brick, dude. He couldn't set up a bike back then. Like, you're telling us about how to set up a bike? Come on there, Bubba.
Bro, you know, it's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you... I'm
it
so
was
glad
as
you...
stiff as it could go forever.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought up that because, like, let's put it this way. If Jay Sexton's tucked front, boy, James, you tucked front 10 times more, my guy. And that's all because that front end. And, dude, don't get me wrong. James was way better than I ever was and ever will be on a fucking dirt bike. And I love him in the broadcast booth. Don't get me wrong. But come on, bro. It's part of the fucking deal, dude. This is track talkers. We're going to talk some track.
His setup worked for him, dude. His setup was stiff as shit, and it worked for him. But, like, that was his unique setting, you know? Like, that was it.
That was his feeling that he was looking for.
Okay, let's put it this way. We made James Stewart famous for being the fastest man on the planet. You want to know why? The fucking Ricky Bobby theory. Because James Stewart is the most famous guy that could either win or he was going to die trying. You were either first or fucking last. That was James Stewart. Period.
Yep.
And that ain't because you had a solid bike setup, my guy. Because you had one that would make you go Mach 10, and if you didn't go Mach 10, it didn't fucking work.
Well, I think about this. There was no test rider going, hey, I want to test the James stuff today. I'm the Kawasaki test rider. There's no one there. No one's doing that. No one's doing that. Like, ain't no guy like, yeah, man, I'm James's guy. No, there was no James's guy. James was James.
Yeah. I mean, you got to give him that, though.
That's how that trio was because Chad Reed did the same thing, right? Chad was Chad.
Yeah, but Chad was good at testing.
And Ricky Carmichael was Ricky Carmichael. There wasn't nobody testing Ricky Carmichael's setup, right, Keefer?
Right.
With all his
they didn't have their factory test guys. That's who they did them for themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
And here I thought I was going to get kicked off in 10 minutes, and here we are an hour and 10 minutes.
Hey, I told your ass before the show, if you're boring, you're off fucking this show. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this dude's threatening me before the show, going, Keefer, you suck, you're getting off in 10 minutes. I'm like, damn.
Dude, people on Track Talkers, you got to hold your own or you're fucking out, dude.
Who did you have on before? What other guests you had on?
Who have we had? So we had Garrett Marchbanks, who was really good.
Marshall
Welton. We had Colt Nichols.
Good. Marsh is good.
Yeah, Colt Nichols.
Nice.
Casey Cochran. He was cool at the end. He was a little tight at the beginning.
I'm bummed for him for this.
How was the cock? Was he good?
Dude, he was really good.
Yeah, he was tight at the beginning. You could tell he was a little nervous, but once we got him loosened up and I cussed a few times, he was in there like swimwear.
And then he had his best weekend after the show. It was even better.
Everybody that comes on the show has a great week after the show. So next year, the week before Loretta's, you go on the show, and then you go to Loretta's.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hit you up the week before I go to Vet Natty's this year. Then we're going to do this up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sounds good.
I'll be your fucking dude. When is Vet Nationals?
First weekend of November.
Dude, I got to get you on a training program. I'll get you on the Deuce training program, and we'll be winning, bro. We'll be
What do we
winning.
got?
Dude.
Hey, are you at GH tomorrow?
I'm not. I'm gonna be at GH Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I can tomorrow because I
Hey.
had a couple kids flake on me, and I'm like, nah, this ain't it.
I'll be at GH Thursday. You know what I'm doing?
What?
Riding a brand new 2007 CRF 450.
Oh, I seen that. Why aren't you riding the 08? What the fuck happened?
It's the same bike.
Is it exactly the same, or did they make
It's
small
really
changes?
close. It's the same. It's the same.
You
bike,
said
pretty
really
much.
close just now. What's the difference?
Well, look at your 2.5% bullshit ain't gonna work in here, all right? So like, yeah, the 07 and 08 were the frame's the same, just little minute changes. But dude, this thing is brand freaking new.
I
and
know,
I'm gonna
I've
test
seen
it
it.
against. I'm gonna test it against a 25 CRF 450. It's gonna be so sick. I can't
Oh,
wait.
that is going to be pretty sick.
You know the 07 is gonna beat out the 25, right?
Dude, I hope it does, Addy. I
Dude, no,
hope it
it's
does.
going to. You're
so,
gonna say. This is
hold
what's gonna
on.
happen.
Hold
No,
on.
no. Shut up.
Shh.
Shut up. Shh. This is what's gonna happen. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna be like, man, the motor fucking bogs. But the frame and the suspension is fucking phenomenal. So if what you do is you take the motor out of the 25, you put it in the 07, then you take the forks and the fucking shock and you rearrange it and you put it on there, it's the best bike that's ever made. And then you're going to have fucking 40 guys on eBay buying fucking 07 frames trying to jimmy rig up half the fucking bolts to try to get a 25 to fit with a fucking fuel injector. God damn it, Keefer. Don't do it to
Oh, my-
us.
Hey, listen, here's my prediction. Ty, I want your prediction. My
Yes.
prediction is the engine is going to be better because carburetor had more snap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like the chassis is going to be friendlier. And I feel like the suspension is going to suck because it's going to be so soft.
Yep.
Yeah, I think mid to top is actually going to be better on the 07 and not the bottom.
Okay.
Because the
All
bottom,
right.
I remember on that bike, the bottom was, if you didn't have the jetting right, it kind of bogged a little bit. But that thing,
Okay.
that motor used to fucking rip. And then,
Yeah.
stability wise, I think the 07 is going to be better in a straight line, but it's going to be harder to turn. But
Okay.
the 2025 is going to be way better to turn because it's going to be skinnier and a little bit more nimble and lighter. But I think there's going to be actually some better spots that the 07 is going to have, like, surprisingly.
Okay. Here's
I got this bike yesterday, and Heather told me, I haven't seen you this happy in so long. So good. I can't wait.
Hey, but
Um,
is it OEM to OEM, or do you have suspension done on the 07?
No, stock to stock, brother. Hey, just like Addy, apples to apples, bro. Apples to apples.
250, 450, same, bro.
God, dude.
Okay, Keefer, I have one last question about the 07. When's the last time you ridden a carbureted bike?
Oh. Last year, I rode an 09 YZ 450. Sorry, an 08. I rode an 08. Sorry, my bad.
Bro, I just think that you're going to be very, very unhappy with the throttle response. I just think that
Dude,
you're
I
not going
went
to
up-
be able to get over it.
I went up the street with it today, and it felt good. I
Yeah,
did the
but
old Tony
dude, when-
Alessi test, and it
when-
feels nice.
I know, but dude, when you get on the track and that EFI, bro, the fucking fuel injection,
Preach.
it's so good. It's
Okay,
just
well, that's-
I've been riding my RM 250, and I know that thing's old. I know it's a 04, but dude, I got the thing jetted. It's fucking bitching, and it's just still
Two-stroke?
yes.
You know you have a smart carb on it, right?
No, I have a fucking Lectron on it.
I'm pretty sure there's no
That's-
jets in that thing.
Either way, the fucking thing is as crisp
Jesus.
as I could fucking get it off the snap. It's as lean as
Okay.
I could get the motherfucker. And it's not even fucking comparable to the throttle response.
Well, yeah, compared to your RMZ 450, Yeah.
No,
that is
the
not
throttle
comparable.
response of the injector. How when you twist the throttle and you pull the cable, the fucking feed of the EFI is so clean with the gas. It's just
Are we talking about 2 strokes and 4 strokes?
Yes.
Yes.
This is Addie's comparison.
yes, but dude,
right
it's
now.
a fucking carburetor. Okay, I can't wait to
Ty,
fucking
does he
read
do
it,
this shit all the time.
Oh my God, bro.
Dude.
This is my whole life.
bro. When you rode that 08, could you feel the difference between the fucking carburetor and the fucking fuel injection on the 25 Yamaha?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna ride Thursday.
Oh my God, dude.
I-
I'm talking about the
Kiefer-
08
Kiefer
Yamaha.
was trying
Why
to
don't you
catch
just-
up and trying to figure out what you're even talking about halfway through your story.
Fuck.
Why don't you just fucking type up the story for me now, Addy? Just do it up.
I will. Well, you're fucking, this is bad test rider fucking practices. You going in asking what the predictions of what it's going to be, saying, oh, I think this is going to happen tomorrow. Well, we know his mindset. Like Plessinger knows how fucking his mindset's going to be about testing Sexton suspension.
Listen, you just back it down there, Deegan lover. Just chill down, dude.
Cool, the Jets.
We're going to give this thing a fair shake. We're going to do apples to apples and not a 2-stroke against a 4-stroke.
You better
We're
not.
going to keep it real over here.
Dude, you better not have a single fucking prediction in your mind before you get on my sweet baby 07. Not a single fucking thing. I don't want you going into this relationship thinking, oh, well, he was calling this other guy and fucking da-da-da-da-da, and you think you already
now
know
we're
what's
speaking
going
my
on.
language.
Now you
Yes.
already think what's going on because you know this shit because you know we're fucking past. No, you don't know. Clean slate, Keefer. We're coming in
everybody,
tomorrow,
welcome to
fresh
Track
start.
Talkers After Dark. Track Talkers After Dark.
Fresh start. Fresh start.
Hey, clean slate.
Don't fucking be bringing your bullshit onto my 07. I fucking
Hey, just get ready. Just get ready because this is going to blow people's minds because I feel like people don't understand how good this bike was.
No,
and this is the reason why I'm doing this test is because I want to make sure if it was as good as I remember or we're just now all spoiled as fuck now.
yeah, I think
Dude, no, that fucking bike barks.
dude, it did, not only did it bark, bro, but it turned, it hit whoops good, it jumped good, it fucking rode through the ruts good.
Dude, that bike pulled too. That was like
If you were a privateer, that's what you raced.
That's
you
what I
got.
raced.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I raced that bitch from 07, 08, 09, and 10.
See, I think
Yeah.
Honda. Was this your idea or was this Honda's idea?
It
No, this is
wasn't
I've been wanting
Honda's
to do
idea.
this.
Oh,
I'll
you
tell
wasn't
you
being-
right
Honda's
now.
probably scared.
That's what
I
I
was
mean.
about
This
to
was
say,
not Honda's
Because
idea.
if they did it any year but 25, like 2011, 2012,
Correct.
2013, that bike would have been on top, baby.
Bring,
Right.
bring, bring.
I feel like
this is
Ty
Lars.
carries the show.
Kiefer, can you take that post down? We're going to need you to remove that post. We're going to need you to remove the whole article, and then I'm going to be confiscating the 07 from you. I'll have a freight truck there
Hey,
at 545. What's your address, please?
hey, Hunter Lawrence shows up on a 2007 Ironman, dude.
Oh, don't even fuck with me right now. I'm fucking in tears.
Hey, Hunter Lawrence shows up on a 07 450, dude. Just wabba, wabba.
Lars, what do you have to say about Hunter on the 07? Well, we talked to the manufacturer. We jumped through some hoops. But we got it done for Hunter. We want him to be happy because we want Jet to stay
my
on
God.
the team.
Craigslist gonna be popping off, dude. It's gonna be sick.
Fuck. Okay, we're ending the show right there. Kiefer, we love you, bro. We love you so much.
Love you guys.
What a great guest.
What a great guest.
Love you guys
Oh,
so
love
much.
you,
You guys
love
are
you
great,
guys.
great energy on this show, guys. Great
Absolutely. That's what we bring every week. Fucking A. Cool. Well, Kiefer, have a fantastic dinner that is now 30 minutes to 40 minutes ice fucking cold. Thanks for being on the
energy.
show.
Hold on. What are we having?
I have no idea.
Okay, there you go. You just fucked my
Oh.
dinner, boys.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
Damn.
He's going to have a quesadilla now.
Probably gonna have
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. I haven't talked to both of you in a long time, so I appreciate you and look forward to seeing you both.
Heck yeah. See you on Thursday, bro.
Later, boys.
Peace.
Later.
What a show.
What a show.
Fuck. That was fantastic. Anything else you want to go over?
No.
Poor Joe Shimoda. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Injury report. Joe Shimoda, broken collarbone. Hymas, supposed to be back, but getting x-rays today. Cooper Webb re-injured his thumb, but is supposedly okay. Just
feeling sore.
Yeah, just sprained it. And then Casey Cochran, broken collarbone as well.
I have no idea. It looked like it.
We don't know. That is not for sure. Casey Cochran, we do not know, but it definitely looked like he got injured.
Yeah, some sort of shoulder or something.
Bummer.
I'm excited for Buzz Creek, though.
Yeah, Eli Tomac's coming back.
We'll see what happens.
Can't wait. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is episode 20, not 21, of Track Talkers. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below. It helps us out with all our analytics and pushing this show to go on. Thank you guys.
Later, guys.
Peace.